Hi, my name's Paul Nyman, and I've been recruiting in the recruitment industry for the last 25 years. During this period, I've actually been involved in working for global companies, but also for the last 20 years, operating my own recruitment company. I'm going to share with you in this short clip an insight in terms of how organisations assess an individual candidate's capability to be successful at interview. Through this insight, I'm hoping that you can gain enough understanding in terms of what you need to do to be really successful as you go forward in your career search, looking for that next opportunity. So let's crack on. A central part of this and an understanding of this is really important to understand how organisations select us over one candidate over another candidate. There are three ways in which we can be assessed at an interview process. Number one, there's a technical assessment, and that's about technically how do you do the job, whether it's drawing as an architect, whether it's measuring as an engineer, keeping it really simple. Number two, it's our values and our behaviours. So it's how the values and the behaviours of ourselves fit with those values of the organisations, and that's about the behavioural assessment. And the third part of that, which combines all of that together, is that organisations will use a range of tests, psychometric, verbal reasoning and numerical tests to assess us. Going through each of those individually, the technical and the behavioural aspects of an interview will be assessed through the use of competency-based interviewing. Competency-based interviewing is a generic methodology which has been created for individuals with relatively little interview experience to understand and gain an insight of a candidate's capability. And what the interviewer will be doing will be looking for specific capabilities on yourself, whether they be technical or behavioural, and linking it to the attitudes of the business. You will be scored, hence competency behave interview. You will be scored on that, and the organisations will be looking to use predominantly mostly the STAR technique, STAR, situation, task, action and results. They'll be looking to utilise the STAR technique to actually create a scoring chart of how you perform during the course of those interviews. I will share with you in a separate clip about how to perform in a STAR interview process in order to be most successful. But the most important thing is that when you're asked a question, whether it be technical or behavioural, it's about explaining your competency using the STAR technique to answer that question, because the interviewer will then score you accordingly. If your answer is better, and that's about preparation, and your understanding of yourself is more comprehensive, you will gain a better result. In terms of the final part, the third part I mentioned at the introduction, which is about the use of the battery of tests, the psychometric, the verbal reasoning and the numerical tests. There are plenty of those tests that you can identify online to gain access for improving your own particular skills before you get to that, or using as dummy runs just to give yourself some examples before you actually go into the full battery of tests itself. So definitely log on. I'm going to post a separate video all around STAR, and I'll put this out very shortly. If you have any questions, as ever, direct message me, but do subscribe and like, as I've always said, and share with others who could benefit from this. I hope this is helpful, and I'll catch you soon.